Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Ken here today, back with another Minecraft Prince video on mcprison, the Pacific Realm. Guys, we're gonna be starting off this episode with some pretty crazy news. Now, before I go ahead and tell you the news, let's take a look over here at the e-token top. So basically, this is like a little statue that has the top 5 people with like the top 5 e-token balances. So of course, at the number 1, we've got Ryan. At number 3, we've got an admin. At number 5, we got Ryan's alt. Number 4, I don't really know who this is. And then at number 2, we have me. That's kind of weird because last time I basically used all of my e-tokens and we were down to like a couple 100,000. But literally now, if we do slash like ET top, I have 801 million e-tokens. That's like almost really half of what Ryan has, and we have more than pretty much every other person on the server. And well, that's because we got a pretty insane donation. If you guys remember Reckless Dean from Vanity and from a little bit of this mcprison series, I should say, he actually just went ahead and like quit for some reason. I don't really know what's going on with him, but he decided to quit and give me all of his e-tokens. He basically had a maxed out seashells pickaxe, maxed out omni tool, and he just disenchanted everything. And he was like, yo Candy, here's 1 billion e-tokens. So of course he gave me 1 billion e-tokens. I gave 200 million of it away to my friend It's Anthony. And what I'm figuring out is that if I was to just use all of these e-tokens, right, my series would pretty much be over. Like literally, if we go to the enchant right now and we try and like max out JACKHAMMER per se, we only need 106 million to add another 1,000 levels, right? And we only need like 500 or like 600 levels. So technically, we would only use 100 million and we'd still have 700 million left. If we go back to the enchantment and then we try to add, I don't know, a couple levels of the e-token master, to add 1,000 levels from the start is only 36 million. And I'm pretty sure it only goes up to like, I don't know, like 200 to 300 million for like the next 1,000 levels. But that's like when you're all the way at the max. So I'm thinking 800 million would literally be too game breaking for me to keep. So what I figured I'm gonna do is I'm gonna host a 250 million e-token giveaway. I'm gonna split it up into 3 people. So one person is gonna get 100 million, another person is gonna get 100 million, and then another person is gonna get 50 million. So it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3. And all you guys got to go ahead and do to enter this is literally just like comment on the video. Tell me if you guys even play this server. Like, would you play the server if you got it? Because obviously I want to give it to someone, you know, who actually plays the server. So put your IGN down below, comment why you want to win, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and then drop a like on the video too. 250 million e-tokens. But I figured, you know what, we got this many tokens, why delay maxing out my pickaxe? Like 4,438, that is pretty much close to max. So since we do have the means to max it, let's go ahead and do it. So we're gonna need to add, let's say, 662 levels, I think, if my math is correct. So let's go back to the enchantment. Let's add 662 levels of JACKHAMMER. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. And well, I guess we did not need to do that one. My math was wrong. I think it was 500 and something. Yeah, well, now we need to add, what is that, 62 more levels? I think it should be 62. I think I've got that part right. So we're gonna do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then 1, and then 2, and then we have pretty much maxed it out. JACKHAMMER level 5,000, boys. We did it. And when I mean we, I mean literally everybody on the server who has donated to me, because I have definitely not mined enough blocks to get that one. I mean, literally, look, my pickaxe is only level 14, and that basically means that we have not mined at all. Some people on the server have, I think, like level high 20s or level 30s, and they don't even have a max out pickaxe. But we pretty much have a maxed out JACKHAMMER pickaxe. So it would only be justice for us to go and try and mine with this and finally see how many e-tokens are we making with a maxed out JACKHAMMER pickaxe. I'm not gonna say it's a maxed out pickaxe because we only have e-token master level 310. We have barely even touched fortune. Our efficiency is pretty much negligible. So I'm just gonna say it's a maxed out JACKHAMMER pickaxe. But now let's see how much we actually make in 1 minute. Yeah, this is ridiculous. We just made 412,000 e-tokens in 1 minute. That's like double that we were making at like 400 or like level 4,000 or like 3,500 JACKHAMMER. So realistically, in 2.5 minutes, maybe like 2.25 minutes, we are making 1 million e-tokens. Like, I can really remember in the first and second episode when we opened those couple monthly crates and we got 500,000, and I was livid because that was like the best thing I could have gotten. So the fact that we were making that amount of e-tokens with just like a little couple minutes worth of grinding is absolutely ridiculous, and honestly, I don't even deserve to like have a maxed out pickaxe or to still have 744 million E-tokens to my name. I really want to stretch out these E-tokens for like the next couple episodes. That way I don't just end up running out of a series, because I know you guys want to see a maxed out pickaxe, but you also want to see some more series, like some more episodes out of this one. So I think we're going to stretch it out a little bit, but I don't know what I'm thinking, man. Like, I know that we just maxed out Jackhammer, but I really want to add a couple levels of E-token master as well as a couple levels of fortune. Not too much though, but like a decent bit. That way we can actually like use some of the enchants on the server and actually see like how really OP that we can get this pickaxe. So what I think we're gonna do is that we're just going to add I want to add 1,000 so much, just because we have the ability to, you know, we have the ability to add 1,000 levels of fortune, and we're just gonna do it. All right, holy crap, is that 3.4 trillion E-tokens to get to the next one, or 3.4 billion E-tokens? I don't think that's right, but we just added 1,000 levels of fortune. Oh man, we probably should not have done that, but I genuinely want to see how much is it going to cost for us for the next one. Okay, 200 million. That's going to be expensive to us to get this all the way up to 5,000. And let's just add 1,000 levels of E-token master. I don't think this is going to be that much. Yeah, it's only 36 million. So regardless, we would have gotten that one within like the next episode or two. So let's just do 1,000 levels on that one. The next one's going to cost 66 million. That's actually really expensive, but you know what? We're not going to do it because I don't want to head into temptation. I don't want to waste all the E-tokens that we have. 625 million is a lot, but then again, it is not like that much that we, you know, we just basically spend all of it and then be done with it. But we also have to start working on our backpack, because as of right now, if I have a tsunami hit, my backpack tends to just like fill up. And then also if I'm just kind of mining with Jackhammer and have it proc super duper often, like literally just what happened right there, my inventory still gets filled up. And then if we try and sell, well, we are selling for like $17.2 billion, but I do want to actually sell for a little bit more than that one. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go straight up to the enchantment. We're gonna go to our backpack, and then let's just add another million or another 2 million slots. Like honestly, that shouldn't be that expensive. Let's go ahead and do that one really quickly, and then see how much money we're gonna make once our backpack is at like 2 to 3 million-ish. All right, well, if you look at the chat, we've pretty much just been upgrading our backpack the entire time, and now we have finally gotten it up to 3 million. We're not gonna touch auto sell because auto sell does sell pretty fast regardless. I think we only needed to get it up to like 110 anyway, and we haven't done any of the sell multi because apparently that just like doesn't work for some reason. And although this is only 4,000 levels, it is pretty expensive to get it up there. 50,000 E-tokens just for the first level. So you can imagine that once we get it a little bit higher, maybe it's like the 1,000 level, it's gonna cost us a really pretty token. But let's see for the first time, how much are we gonna make with our brand new pickaxe with not only Jackhammer 5,000, but with E-token master 1,310, and then fortune level 1,125, along with our backpack that can hold 3 million blocks. So let's start mining and see how much we're gonna make. Alright, we finally got a full inventory message thing on my screen, and now let's sell and see how much we are making with 3,002,000 items. We are selling for almost $50 billion. Holy crap, that is a lot. 48,692,000. Now these guys have been asking me, why don't you have sell multi on your backpack, because you saw like my last episode. I tell him I don't really know, and he said I should probably upgrade it if you want more money, because I know you grind a lot. I grind a decent bit, but I don't grind like that much. So honestly, we should probably do a couple levels of sell multi, but I really think that we've done a lot of upgrading in this episode, and we've pretty much used around like, let's see, 200 or like 300 million ish E-tokens. I think it was 200 million because we had 800 million when I started this one. So we've basically used 200 million E-tokens in just one episode, and we still have to keep 250 for my little giveaway that I'm going to be doing for the next episode. So we need to start conserving, or else we are literally going to run out of all these E-tokens fast, and then next thing you know, we're just going to be back to grinding. But the E-token master enchant is actually starting to proc a little bit more. Now, I'm not quite sure why we're only getting like 6,400 E-tokens, but I mean, honestly, an extra 6,400 E-tokens isn't really too bad, although I guess it kind of is, considering that we are making, you know, 100,000 E-tokens, and we've literally been mining for like 15 seconds right now, which honestly is still kind of mind-boggling to me. Alright, so right now we are inside of like the head at my plot. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell that this is the inside of my skin. We've got my arms on the outside, and I actually didn't know that this whole thing on the inside was hollow, but it's kind of cool. I don't think like we should leave it like this, though. We should probably put something on the inside, But there's this pretty cool parkour thing that I want to show you guys that some people have been building on their plot. So let's go to, I think, /PH don't even try. I think that's what his name is. And he's got like this whole parkour thing over here where you can like give him some donations. This thing goes up for like 5 different levels, I think. And literally it's like kind of easy at the start, but once you get like to the harder parts, wow, I literally just failed level 2. Oh my god. But once you get to like the harder parts, it gets kind of difficult. Like I got up to the 2nd level and then it's a 1.9 parkour, which is kind of weird. So like I just wasn't able to do it anymore. But I definitely think it's a pretty cool thing if you guys like, you know, are just bored on the server of like mining and want to try it out. I mean, this guy literally probably has taken at least like a week or so to make this, which I don't know, pretty awesome. But let's go back to our plot home and let's take a look at our robots, because now that we have all of this e-tokens, right? Technically, what we could do is that we could actually start buying a decent amount of beacons. Like we could probably spend 100 million e-tokens, maybe get ourselves a couple thousand beacons, right? And start upgrading these things. Or what we could do as well is that we can start selling a couple of these beacons. Prestige pretty high. I'm talking about like maybe prestige 300, 400, 500 if we have enough e-tokens. And then once we do that, our like e-token little minions over here will actually start to produce a decent bit more e-tokens, and they'll start producing a decent bit more money as well. So I don't really know what the thing is that we should do. Let me know in the comment section below what do you guys think, because honestly we don't really have that many e-tokens left. Like we have less than 300 million, or like I would actually say 350 million that we can still use, and I want to make sure that I use it right before we end up just messing up everything and just maxing out our pickaxe. So I think what we're gonna do for the rest of this episode is we're gonna try and buy some beacons, we're gonna try and buy some money, and then start working a little bit on our minions, or start working a little bit on our minions. That way we can kind of start getting them to produce a little bit more, because as of right now, in 1 day since I've recorded the last episode, this guy has only made $660 million and then 162,000 e-tokens, which is relatively nothing considering we make $500,000 a minute. This is about a minute and a half of work, 740,000 e-tokens, so relatively, like right now, these things are useless. Alright, so after spending a decent amount of time scourging around looking for people that are buying some e-tokens, we couldn't really find any. This guy said PHDYAMAHL. I honestly feel like this guy might not have any money. He's buying them for 29 million. Okay, let's ET withdraw 1 million and just see if this guy even has enough. Well, we just did it wrong. I think it's actually withdraw ET. Yeah, I think that's the command. That way we don't get into the little e-token thing. So withdraw and then ET, and then there we go. Let's see if we can actually sell it to this guy or if he's gonna be broke. So he's selling 10 and he's buying it over here. I'm not quite sure what do we even. Oh, he's only buying it for 270. Wait a second, this is kind of low, but you know what? Let's just sell it to him. Honestly, whatever. The money is really what we need right now. He's gonna make a pretty good profit off of this one, and the shop is currently full. Uh-oh, that means this guy is, he's gonna take quite a while, but let's just jitter click the rest of this one until I'm, like, feeling a little bit tired. We could have gotten, like, $2 billion more for each one, but I think we're at the point right now where we really don't even need to, so honestly, I don't want to click anymore. We are up to $24 trillion, which I guess is pretty decent. This guy should really make his shop bigger, though, because, I don't know, man, we could have sold him all of the stuff that we have in our inventory right now, but with the $24 trillion that we have, let's do a couple levels of prestige. I don't think we're gonna get to level 150 during the rest of this episode because we're just running out of people to sell to. But let's do /prestige and then whoa, PRESTIG, prestige all. I've heard is the command to do 5 levels at a time. So prestige all, we can only prestige. Oh, we need $7.7 trillion more. All right, now we can just do a couple more levels of prestige, and then we are up to prestige level 125. So 25 levels short up to what that I wanted to, but it's only, you know, $954 billion to get to the next level. Honestly, we can just go back to our P mine and then get that done probably within like a couple minutes. Oh yeah, by the way, I finally decided to change the color of like my plot, or my color like the blocks in my P mine. So if you guys like this color, it's like pink wool. It doesn't really feel like pink. It looks a bit different. It looks like, I don't know, maroon. Wait, maroon is like blue, right? I don't even know, man. I don't know my colors. I'm not an art major. I'm a finance and like math major. So don't get mad at me that I don't know my colors. But how much money are we making? 49 billion. Honestly, we are 60% of the way. right, like literally we're just like 40, like 50% of the way. So we are pretty much getting this mine like absolutely destroyed. We're making a crap load of money, and I think we were to use like one of the money boosters, we'd make even more. But let's say we're going 1% up a minute or 1% like every cell or so. So that means maybe in, I don't know, like 5 minutes or so. I don't really know, man. Math is not my strong point either. Like, boys, this is literally why I record Minecraft videos. So I'm just gonna mine until we finally have enough to the rank up, and I'll catch you guys back once we do. Alright, so we're basically there 97.2%, and I'm not gonna lie, our backpack still fills up like really quickly. I mean, look at the last couple times we've sold 200 and like, well, 2.7 million, 2.3 million, 1.8 million. Like, if we just mine pretty much straight up, our backpack fills up way faster than like our auto sell will sell it. And honestly, this makes me kind of want to upgrade the backpack a little bit more. Like, I'm not quite sure if that's probably the best thing that we should do, because at the end of the day, we are looking to get the most e-tokens. So like e-token master would be good, as well as upgrading the robots would be good. But I don't know, man, this backpack is just filling up way too quickly for like me to actually enjoy it. So let's just go up to another enchant. Why did I just do that? All right, we're gonna do slash prestige actually. So PRES STIGE, we are up to prestige level 126 with around 3.2% or like 3.92% done pretty much already, like that fast. So I think in like 2 minutes, honestly, we were able to get that one. And look, we're basically up to 5% already. We just sold for 7.5 billion. Our inventory is full once again. Like, that's the problem that I'm telling you guys about. We sold for another 49.5 billion, and we are already up to like 6.5% of the way to the next rank up. So we are making a pretty good amount of money, but we are losing a lot just because our backpack isn't fully upgraded. But I think right now we got to go back to our plot home, or I should say back to our plot home, and then start collecting all the things from these. And speaking of the plot home, we have to do r/t, or what is it, PT tokens? Yeah, PT token, and then that should be 15 PT tokens. So r/p tokens. I don't know why I said PT tokens. So let's go ahead, hit up our enchantment, and then use a couple of these on double trouble. Double trouble, we've been neglecting it a little bit. It hasn't been doing us that well. I mean, we're getting a little bit decent double E tokens, but honestly, we just need to get more. So let's just spend 10 on that one, and then let's just spend the rest on tsunami, because we've also been neglecting tsunami. So now that we've got this one all the way to level 11 tsunami, which is pretty good, around 11% of the way done. We've got 27% of the way done on treasure hunter, and then 11% done as well on the double trouble. So honestly, our prestige is looking pretty good. If we type in chat, we are 126. It looks pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I realized that this episode is going on for a little bit too long, so we're just gonna go ahead and end it off here. Remember, guys, the giveaway is still going on, and our pickaxe is looking really nice with this nice, clean JACKHAMMER 5000. I think for the next episode, we're gonna upgrade our backpack a little bit more, and then try and get our e-token master a little bit higher, as well as sell some of the e-tokens that we have right now, or like trade them for some beacons, because we still need to work on our robots, and we still need to work on our prestige. So be sure to check out that stuff in the next episode. And of course, if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead, drop a like down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.